Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, No More. I would like to thank everyone for supporting my first video. If you have not seen my first video, the link is in the description. You can click the link. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. If you have any questions or suggestions, please put it down in the comment section. Now let's start the part 2 of profit and loss. The first formula is if there are two successive profits, R1 percentage and R2 percentage, the total profit is R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2 divided by 100. If there is a profit R1 percentage and a loss R2 percentage, I told in the previous video itself, if you have loss, then minus sign should come. So the profit or the loss will be given by R1 minus R2 minus R1 R2. In case if they have given both are losses, for example R1 is also a loss and R2 is also a loss, then the formula will become loss. If both are loss, then eventually we'll get a loss. So it will become minus R1 minus R2 plus R1 R2, because minus R1 into minus R2 will get it as plus R1 R2 divided by 100. So this is the basic thing that you have to know. Now let's see the problem. Samet bought a oven and paid 10% less than original. He sold it at 30% profit. What percentage of profit did Samet earn on the original price? So it's given he paid 10% less. So R1 we can keep it as minus 10% because it's 10% less. Then R2 equal to 30% profit. So 30%. Now substitute in this formula. So R1 will become minus 10 plus 30 plus minus 10 into 30 divided by 100. So you'll get minus 10 plus 30 is 20 minus, so this 0 0 0 will get cancelled. So we have 20 minus 3, which is equal to 17% profit. So the answer is 17% profit. The next formula is selling price of P article is equal to the selling price of Q article. If P is greater than Q, then we get a profit, and the profit percentage is divided by P minus Q into 100. If P is lesser than Q, then we get a loss, and the loss percentage is P divided by P plus Q into 100. Now in the previous video, if you have seen, we have the selling price of P article is equal to the cost price of Q article. So that is different and this is different. So don't confuse between both the formulas. Now we'll start the problem. On selling 12 books, a seller makes a profit equal to selling price of 4 notebooks. So it's very clear that we have a profit. So directly we can go. So the selling price of 12 notebook is equal to the selling price of 4. So this is the value of P and this is the value of Q, because they have given it as a profit. So if it is a profit, then we have P is greater than Q. When P is greater than Q, we have this formula. Formula is Q divided by P minus Q into 100. So what is the value of Q here? Q is equal to 4 divided by P minus Q. 12 minus 4, we have it as 8. 8 into 100. So we have it as 1 by 2. So we'll have it as, if you solve it, we'll get it as 50%. We'll go to the next problem. A vendor loses selling price of 4 oranges on selling 36 oranges. This loss percentages. Already they have mentioned it is a loss. So if it is a loss, then we have the value of P is lesser than Q. So we have P lesser than Q. So now 4 and 36, which is a lesser value? 4. 4 is lesser than 36. So we can substitute in the formula. The formula is P divided by P plus Q into 100. So the value of P is 4 divided by 4 plus 36, that is 40 into 100. So we can cancel like this. So we'll get it as 10% loss. So here it is 50% profit. Now the next formula is, if a man buys A article for rupees B and sells C articles for rupees D, then the profit or loss equal to AD minus BC divided by BC into 100. Now we'll go to the problem. A person bought some fruits at the rate of 16 for rupees 24. He sold them at the rate of 8 for rupees 18. What is the profit percentage? Now, when you follow the traditional method, what you have to do, you have to take the LCM of these two values, 24 and 18. Then you have to find the selling price, and it takes time. So, with the formula, you can solve it very easily. Now, compare this, you will get the value of A equal to 16, value of B equal to 24, the value of C equal to 8, and the value of D equal to 18. Now we can directly substitute in the formula. So we'll get 16 into 18 minus 24 into 8 divided by 24 into 8 into 100. So if you solve this, you will get it as 288 minus 192 by 192 into 100. So if you simplify, you will get it as 96 divided by 192 into 100. So for the simplification, we'll get it as 50%. So we'll get an answer as 50% profit. The next formula, by selling an item for rupees X, a person would gain or lose Y percentage. At what price must he sell to make a gain or loss at Z percentage? So what is given here? The price is given and a person would gain or lose Y percentage. Okay. So they are asking for the selling price that he must make to get a gain or loss at X percentage. So the formula is selling price equal to X into 100 plus or minus Z divided by 100 plus or minus Y. Now why they are given this plus or minus? When this value of Z is a profit, we put the plus sign. When it is a loss, then we put a minus sign. So that is the reason we have given plus or minus. Now we'll go to the problem. Now listen to the problem. A person sold 12 toffees for a rupee. He loses 20%. How many for a rupee should he sell to get a gain of 20%? Now listen here, they have not asked you for the selling price. There is a small change. Now listen, a person sold 12 toffees for a rupee. So what is the value of X? So for X rupees, so the value of X equal to 1 rupee. Then he loses 20%. So the value of Y equal to 20% loss. It is a loss. How many for a rupee should he sell to get a gain of 20%? So the value of Z equal to 20%, it's a profit. So here is where many people make mistake. So 20% loss, value of Y, and 20% gain is a value of Z. Okay. Now substitute in this formula. So we'll first find the selling price. So the value of X is 100. The value of Z, it's a profit. So we have to put a plus sign. Plus 20 divided by 100. The value of Y is a loss. So we are putting minus sign. So if you solve, we'll get it as 120 divided by 80. So 0, 0 you can cancel and we'll get the answer as 3 by 2 rupees. Okay. So we have found the selling price. Selling price of 12 toffees is 3 by 2 rupees. But they have asked the question, how many for a rupee? So we know the selling price of 12 toffees is 3 by 2 rupees. So how many toffees you can sell for 1 rupee? So you can cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you'll get 12 equal to 3 by 2 into X. So how can you find the value of X? 12 into 2 divided by 3 is the value of X. So cancel it. So we'll get X equal to 8 toffees. So 1 for 1 rupee, you can sell 8 toffees. Now we'll go to the next formula. A person earns X% profit on selling an item at Y% discount on printed price. Then the ratio of cost price to the printed price equal to 100 minus loss divided by 100 plus loss. So this situation we come across in our day-to-day life. For example, we want to buy a notebook. Okay, the printed price is nothing but the MRP. So the MRP will be 100 rupees. So when the MRP is 100 rupees, that shopkeeper will tell, I'll give you a discount of 10%. So if he gives a discount of 10%, he's selling it for 90%. Okay, we might think he has got a loss, but still he has got some profit in it. Might be he would have bought the notebook for 50 rupees and the MRP will be 100 rupees. So in this MRP, if he is going to give 10% discount, so he's selling it for 90 rupees, but still he has got 40 rupees profit here. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do in a very easy manner. Okay, now we'll go to the problem. A shopkeeper earns 12% profit on selling a book at 10% discount on the printed price. The ratio of cost price to the printed price of the book is, directly you can substitute the formula. So 100, what is the loss here? Loss is nothing but the discount. So 100 minus 10 divided by 100, profit is 12. So 100 minus 10 is 90 divided by 112. By 2 table if you solve, you will get it as 45 is to 56. So the ratio is 45 is to 56. The next formula is, an article is sold at X percentage loss. Had it been sold at rupees Y more, there would have been a gain of Y percentage. So then the cost price of the article is Y into 100 divided by gain plus loss. So this is a situation which we come across in our day-to-day life. We would have told, I sold a notebook for 100 rupees and I have 10% loss. If I would have sold it for 20 rupees extra, I would have got 10% profit. Okay, so this is the real life case. So let's see the problem. A shopkeeper sells a painting at a loss of 12.5%. If he had sold it for rupees 51.80 more, he would have earned 6% profit. Then the cost price of the painting is. So it's a direct problem. So we can solve. The value of Y is 51.80. And they have given loss equal to 12.5%. And gain is a profit equal to 6%. Now we'll directly substitute in the formula. So we have the formula Y into 100. So that is 51.80 into 100 divided by gain is 6 plus 12.5. So we'll have 5180 divided by 6 plus 12 is 18.5%, which is equal to 5180 divided by 37 into 2. So when you solve it, you will get it as 280 rupees. So the cost price of the painting is 280 rupees. Now one more thing you have to remember here. Certain situation we would have told. So an article is sold at X percentage gain. Okay, if it have been sold at rupees Y more, there would have been a loss. So here the loss and gain, if it changes, okay, you can apply the same formula. Sometimes we tell an article is sold at percentage loss. Had it been sold at rupees Y more, there would have been a loss of Y percentage. So when you get loss in both the formula, at that time what you have to do, the formula changes like this. Cost price equal to Y into 100 divided by loss minus loss. If both are loss, then we subtract both the loss. When both are gain, then too we subtract both the gain. Y into 100 divided by gain minus gain. So I repeat, when in the problem, when one loss and one gain is mentioned, we add it. We add the gain and the loss. But if both are loss, we subtract it. And if both are gain, then also we subtract it. We'll go to the next formula. On selling Q articles, a person loses the cost price of P article. Then the loss percentage equal to P divided by Q into 100. If you have seen the first video, I would have mentioned the problem. The cost price of P article is equal to the selling price of Q article. So many people mistake both these things. They both are not the same. Now see here the cost price of P article is equal to the selling price of Q article. But what they have told here, the selling price of Q article is equal to loss only for the cost price of P article. Okay, so there is a lot of difference. Okay, so when you find this word, the loss of cost price of P article, then you have to go for this formula. I'll show you the difference between both the things. First I'll do the current problem. Okay, we'll go to the problem. On selling 17 balls, a vendor has a loss of the cost price of 5 balls. his loss percentages. First we'll do directly using the formula. So the selling of 17 balls, so we got the value of Q as 17 and the cost of 5 balls, the value of P is 5. So directly we can find the loss percentage. So the loss percentage equal to P by Q, that is 5 by 17 into 100. When you solve, you will get it as 29.4% loss. So see, we solved it within just 10 seconds. Now I'll show you the traditional procedure also. So what is this? A loss which is equal to cost of 5 balls. So we have loss equal to the cost price of 5 balls, and we know the formula for loss. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. So the cost price of 17 balls, because selling 17 balls, equal to CP5. Now bring it this side. So CP17 minus CP5 equal to SP17. So CP12 equal to SP17. So when you just cross multiply, you will get the value of cost price and selling price. So the cost price equal to 17 and the selling price equal to 12. Now from this you can find the loss percentage. So loss percentage equal to cost price minus selling price divided by cost price into 100. Now what is the cost price? 17 minus 12 divided by 17 into 100. So which is 17 minus 12 is 5 divided by 17 into 100. See, the same thing we got, 29.4%. So this is the traditional normal method and this is the shortcut method. Now I'll tell you what is the difference between this formula and the previous. I told cost price of P article is equal to selling price of Q article. Now when we just forget this word, the loss, then you can do it using this formula. So we have the cost price of P article is equal to the selling price of Q. Now substitute when we forget this word loss. So we have CP of 5 equal to SP of 17. So when P is lesser than Q, we have the formula Q minus P divided by Q into 100. Now substitute the value. So 17 minus 5 divided by 17. We have 12 by 17 into 100. So we'll have nearly 70%. 70% loss. I think exactly it is 70.5%. Okay. So now I think you can find the difference between this. So remember this, when you don't have the word loss here, then you can go for this problem. But when you have the loss, the word loss here, okay, then you have to go for this problem. The next formula is an extension of the previous formula. Now we'll see the formula. On selling Q items for rupees X, there is a loss of the cost price of P item. Then the cost price of one item equal to X divided by Q minus P. There we saw the loss percentage and the selling price of the item was not given. But here the selling price is given and they are asking the cost price of one item. Now we'll go to the problem. By selling 17 balls at rupees 720, the loss is the cost price of 5 balls. Then the cost price of 1 ball is. Okay. Now I'll show you the shortcut method. So the cost price of 1 ball, X is the value, the rupees. So we can write directly 720 divided by Q is 17 and the value of P is 5. So we have 720 divided by 12. So we'll get rupees 60. So the cost price of 1 ball is rupees 60. So this is the shortcut method. It just took 5 seconds. Now I'll show you the traditional method. So we have the cost price of 5 balls is the loss. Okay. So the loss is nothing but the cost price of 17 minus the selling price of 17. Okay. So we have selling price of 17 is equal to the cost price of 12 ball. So we know the selling price of 17 ball is 720 rupees. So which is equal to the cost price of 12 ball. So the cost of 12 ball is 720 rupees and the cost of 1 ball is X. Okay. So we can find. So we have 12x equal to 720. So x equal to 720 divided by 12, which will give you 60 rupees. So this is the traditional method and this is the shortcut method. So one more variation in it, we'll see. A man sold 18 cots for rupees 16,800, gaining thereby the cost price of 3 cots. the cost price of one quarters. So here we have a loss. So when you have a loss, you have to put a minus sign here. When we have a profit, we have to put a plus sign here. Very simple. So directly we can go. So we have the value of X is 16,800 divided by the value of Q is 18, value of P is 3. So we have 16,800 divided by 21, which is equal to 800 rupees. So the cost price of one quart is 800 rupees. Now we'll go to the next formula. The profit earned by selling an article for rupees X is equal to a loss when the same article is sold at rupees. Then to make Z% profit, the article should be sold at selling price equal to X plus Y divided by 2 into 100 plus X divided by 100. Okay. Now what they are telling is one article, if they sell it for X rupees, we get a profit, and that value is equal to the price when it is sold at Y, we get a loss. Okay, so when we have to get Z% profit, at what price the article should be sold, that is the meaning of this question. Okay, now before starting this problem, I would like to tell you one important thing. In this formula we have this note in the denominator 2. This changes according to the question. Okay, I'll show you the difference also. Now let's continue with the problem. A painting was sold at a profit for rupees 832 is equal to the loss when the same painting is sold for rupees 448. What is the selling price of the painting to get 50% profit? So directly we can substitute it. So the selling price equal to what is the value of X? X is 832 and the value of Y is 448 divided by 2 into 100 plus profit is 50 divided by 100. So when you solve it, you will get it as 0, 8, 12 by 2 into 150 by 100. So this will go 2 times, this will go 3 times. So this thing totally will go for 320 times. So 320 into 3 will give you rupees 960. So the selling price of the article to get 50% profit is 960 rupees. Now we'll see the difference. Now see this question. A painting was sold at a profit for rupees 900 is double the loss. Now listen this word, double the loss. The previous problem we had is equal to the loss. Okay, here we have double the loss. Double the loss when the same article is sold at rupees 450. At what price should it be sold to gain 25%? Okay, the same formula we have but little change. Now see, the previous formula was X plus Y divided by 2 into 100 plus Z divided by 100. So this 100 plus Z divided by 100 will remain the same. Okay, now what will happen is, there we had in the previous problem 1x and 1y. Now here we have double the loss. So the value of y becomes 2. So we have x plus 2y divided by, here see, value of x is 1, value of y is 1. So it's divided by 2. Now see here, value of x is 1 and the value of y is 2. So 1 plus 2 will become 3. This is the difference. When they give 4 times, then it will become 1 plus 4y divided by 5. Okay, this is the change which you have to note. Now substitute the value. X value is 900 plus 2 into y value is 450 divided by 3 into 100 plus z value is 25 divided by 100. So we have 2 into 450 is 900. 900 plus 900 we have 1800 divided by 3 into 125 divided by 100. So this 2 zeros will get cancelled. This one and this one will get cancelled for 6 times. So we have the answer as rupees 750. 125 into 6 is 750. So the the selling price to gain 25% profit is rupees 750. I'll show you one more variation in that also. Okay, so we'll see the third model is, the painting was sold at a profit for rupees 1060 is 20% more. In the first problem, we did not have anything. It was equal to the loss. Second problem, it was double. So double means we made the value of y as 2y. Okay. 20% more than the loss incurred by selling the article for rupees 950. Find the selling price of the painting to earn 20% profit. Now I'll tell you how to change the formula according to it. So as usual, that x value will keep it like this. 1060, and y value also will keep it like this, 950. What you are telling, 1060 is equal to 20% more than the loss incurred by selling the article for 950. So it will become 20% of 950. You have to include 20% of 950. At the bottom, what you have to do for this 960, 1, and for this 950 you have to add 1 plus this 20% of 950, no? So for that you will add 20%. Okay, the remaining thing is same. So we have 100 plus z, profit is 20%. So 100 plus 20 divided by 100. So we have 1060 plus 20% of 950, you will get 190 plus 950 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 20% is 20 by 100. So we'll have 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is 0 0.2. 0 0.2 into 120 divided by 100. So when you add this, you will get it as 0, 15, 22, 18, 19, 22, 2 divided by 2.2 into 120 divided by 100. So you can cancel this directly. If you cancel this, 22 into 120 divided by 120, you will get the answer as 1200 rupees. So the selling price will be 1200 rupees. I think now you are very clear with the difference. First thing, there was no loss, so directly just 1 divided by 2. So we have double. When you make this as double, so one more quantity will be added here. Now here it's 20% more. So the 20% of 950 divided by down also you have to add the 20%. Now if they give some other example like 30% less, so what you have to do, minus 30% of 950 divided by minus 30%, that is minus 30 by 100. Okay, the same way you have to proceed. This is the last formula. Some articles were bought at M for rupees n and sold at n for m rupees. Now the gain equal to m square minus n square divided by m square into 100. Okay, this formula resembles the other formula. Some articles was bought for rupees b, a articles for B rupees and C articles for D rupees. Use the formula AD minus BC divided by BC. Same method you can use, but if you observe here, just see M, N, just we are getting the inverse of it. N, M, just the ulta, it becomes ulta. So the problem will become very easy. Now listen here, I'll show you, I'll solve using both the methods. Okay. A man bought 6 chocolates for rupees 5 and sold 5 chocolates for rupees 6. His gain percentage is very simple. So m equal to 6 and n equal to 5. So the gain percentage equal to m square is 36 minus n square is 25 divided by 25. So this will become 11 by 25 into 100. 11 by 25 into 100. You can cancel this 4 times. So we have 44%. Okay. So this is using this formula, and we have one more formula. A is BC divided by BC into 100. Okay. Now the value of A equal to 6, value of B equal to 5, value of C equal to 5, and value of D equal to 6. Now substitute A is 6 into D is 6 minus B is 5 and C is 5 divided by BC is 5 into 5 into 100. So we have 36 minus 25 is we have 11. 11 divided by 25 into 100. So when we solve it, we'll get it as 44%. Okay. So in both the methods you can solve. Okay. But the thing here is it's just becoming ulta. So it will be very easy when compared to that. Now we have completed the topic profit and loss, and I hope this video will be very useful for you. For further notifications, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you. Have a nice day.